mic on.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, oh, oh.
We're
Okay. Hey, new
back.
format. So, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to our Sunday night offering of Astronomy Edutainment, the Sunday Night Astronomy Show, season number 6.
Yay.
Hey.
Wow.
First of all, I'd like to
Season?
welcome back our two regular co-hosts, Mr. Paul Owen from the Moonshadow Observatory in Hampton, Mr. Mike Powell from the PFO Observatory here in St. John, and I am Chris Kerwin, the admin of the social media channels known as Astronomy by the Bay. Anyway, okay, from there. Now, on tonight's episode, I want to talk to you a little bit about your stargazing experiences this summer. Perhaps you were out camping under the stars. Maybe you joined us at one of our events. Maybe you're just out to watch a moonrise or a sunrise, and or even maybe some of the recent aurora that we've had. We want you to let us know in the comments what your summer stargazing experiences were like. Also tonight, we're gonna show some pictures as well tonight. Also tonight, Final Bud is going to be back with another season.
Well, I forgot
You
something.
forgot, Mike? The one job. One job I asked you to do. Another season of great binocular targets to enjoy. Rosanna has graciously offered to join us again this season, so Paul will be delivering another Rosanna's fun fact this evening. I'll have a few quick slides about what's up this week, and of course I'll have your wonderful photo submissions to share as well. So sit back and enjoy. Welcome back, everybody. Glad to have you all here. And remember, this is a family-friendly live broadcast and interactive. So let's get started then with look at how somebody did this.
What went on? What
It's too
went
early for
on?
this. It's just, I'm not ready for this roll back in again yet, but
What
it'll
went
come.
on?
Like I said, you can tell the Sunday night astronomy show's on. We've had, a month of nothing but clear skies, and tonight she clouded over.
There you go. And it's a Sunday night, and it's supposed to be the crazy moon, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Wasn't there a big lunar eclipse today for everybody but us?
Yeah, 6 billion people, I think, are getting a chance to see the lunar eclipse tonight.
Yeah.
What?
6 billion, yeah.
Yeah, because we don't see it. It's not in our.
Well,
Not North
everybody
America.
but North America.
Little wee touch in Brazil and little wee touch in Alaska. That was it. But
Yeah.
our next one is on March the 3rd of next year, 2026.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's almost a full. It's about a 95% or so. So it's close.
Yeah, that's full enough.
So that's what's going on in the
Mike
future.
isn't picking up his voice very well. Chris Bollock says, "Okay, so let me turn up my mic."
Mike's not voice or your voice, Chris?
My voice, I guess. My mic.
Yeah, just get a little closer to your mic. Don't sit way back.
Yeah. No, I'm going to move up. I'm going to turn my mic up some.
There you
There.
go.
How's that?
That's
Hello.
What? Oh, my hearing aids were off. Never
Chris is
mind.
very muted, he says. Okay.
The three deaf guys.
Yeah.
Three deaf guys. What?
What?
Who, where, and what?
Maybe that's a little better. Hopefully that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
There. Mike Thorne says, "Hey, thanks, Mike. And welcome back, Derek." Yeah, okay. All right, guys.
Yeah. So
How was your
what went on this summer?
How
I
was
guess
your
the
summer?
question is what went on this summer for you guys out there? We're gonna show some stuff and what we did, but in the meantime, chime in and tell us what it was that you guys did that was special astronomically. Whether it's an event that you went to, maybe a new piece of gear that you're wrestling with now. Have you met some new astronomy people? Like what went on for you guys over the course of the summer? I know we were busy. It didn't seem like we had a whole lot of time to think about much anything but just keeping the head down and showing stuff and the scopes and that was kind of what we did, I think.
Yeah, the star parties were great for weather-wise, for sure.
Yeah.
The ones that we experienced anyway. Mount Carl. We usually don't get 2 nights in a row, and we didn't get our second night in Mount Carlton. It was clouded out, but Fundy was nice for the second night. It was windy on the second night, but we still ended up with.
Still good.
Oh yeah, I think we had
Yeah.
300 visit us at Mount Carlton.
We had 300 at Mount Carlton. We had over 600 at Fundy. And we had, I think, around 40 or so in Hampton.
Yeah.
And all of that happened in August.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And there's one more coming up. I got that in my slides to come up for Kujo Crack next weekend.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So-
I'm zoomed right in on the screen for some reason.
Hmm?
When I look on Facebook, I'm zoomed right in.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good. We can see you
Oh,
now.
yeah, you're zoomed in here too.
Yeah.
I got a shift. I'm half cut off.
It takes a while to figure out where you should fit.
Got a
Yeah.
shift here.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Google Meets for us this time. It's not Zoom anymore, so it's a different type of setup. And I'm also going through a different broadcast software this time to see if I can get that under control. Eve says, I attended the Mactaquac Camping Observing Weekend. There's another one that was up. That's right, too.
Okay.
The Mactaquac went over pretty well, I guess, this year.
How was it?
Yeah, tell us how it was there, Eve.
I'm kind of curious as to whether they held it in the regular old spot or were they down at that new spot at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess maybe Eve can let us know how that was. Because we were kind of busy doing stuff. Never mind just the star parties and everything in between.
Mm.
Christy did a lot of stuff as well.
Yeah, we had a lot of outreach at the beach this year. We entertained some people. A lot of people were touring in our area this year. I guess maybe because of the dollar.
Oh,
And,
I know what was cool that we all did. It was your cousin from Ottawa
oh yeah,
Yeah.
came down at the beach, and she
Angela.
she
Angela was down. Yeah,
Yeah,
and her fan club or our
Yes.
fan club.
she was awesome. It was really great to meet her and her mom.
The fact that we have a fan club.
What's that?
Yeah,
The fact that we have a fan club up there.
Yeah, that's what she
Yeah.
mentioned to us. Yeah. So
yeah. She
it was
said
awesome.
she watches and stuff, and so it was cool to meet her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, met people from all over the place this summer. I think that was probably the highlight, I guess, for me, was meeting all the different people.
Mm.
That's the nice thing about these star parties is we get to hang out with each other, which is a lot of fun.
Right.
When we're at the scopes is when we get to meet all the people from all over the world, essentially.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting to talk to them. People who come, say, from the land down under, and they're saying, so what do I look at for North? For you guys look at Polaris for the North Pole. What do I need to look at? All this kind of stuff. So it's interesting talking to them because they see things that we don't see,
Yeah.
and vice versa, that kind of stuff. And
funny, we had some people from New Zealand, didn't we? There were people from New Zealand there. Funny,
there was a couple of people from New Zealand.
Yeah.
I talked to about 2 or 3
Yeah.
different people from New Zealand up at Fundy.
Yeah, there was some from West Virginia there. There was some from Alabama. I had some from Georgia,
Oh,
Texas.
all
There were a lot of
over.
Americans visiting this year, and I think
Yeah.
part of it, I'm sure, is probably too. The parks are basically free for entrance this year
Yeah.
as well. So that's helping.
Well, on the other hand, too, it was in our favor, but they had all the trails closed down. So the only things that were going on in the park were kind of we were one of them.
Yeah, that's right. And
So,
with all the campgrounds, no fires allowed too. I mean, you'd think that would deter people from going camping. I mean, I love a campfire when I'm camping too, but
Yeah.
still the park was sold out for those 2 days at Fundy, so it
Yeah.
went over really well, I think.
Yeah, it did. It went real well. In fact, I can show some photos of what
Yeah.
we did, or what happened there at least. Or did you want to do that one, Mike, or
Which one?
Fundy?
Well, we did Mount Carlton first. Why don't we show Mount Carlton?
Arash says, hello, this summer I joined Rask and met you guys. You were down at Fundy, I believe, Arash.
Who was it? Erish?
Yeah, Arash, yeah.
Hey, Erish, how you doing?
There.
Good to see you. Yeah, he was with us at Bow Star Party. He was the fellow with the binocular. Really cool guy. We're really glad he met him. He was really helpful. He wanted to help and stuff, man. He was awesome.
Seen Derek King up had a great time at Mount Carlton, he said. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all and many of the other astronomers that were there. That was a great time, Derek. Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we had a
It was awesome to
blast.
see a lot of the people we see online here.
We had a blast.
Finding out there
Okay,
with us.
I'm going to share my screen and show some of what happened at Fundy, or not Fundy, but Mount Carlton.
Okay, so Kurt does say Mactaquac was just below the washrooms to have access to power. Access
All right.
to power. Okay, yeah.
So, for those who haven't been to a star party, it's kind of like the red light district. And yeah, it's very, very cool. Let me see if I can make this larger so you guys can see that. You see that full screen now?
Yeah, but we still have the 3 of us down the side, but that's okay.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Unless I do this, what happens? But you're still down the side.
Yeah.
Either way. Okay, I'm gonna hide that so we can there. Okay, so this was at Mount Carlton, and we were a little concerned that we were not going to have a clear sky, but it turned out that the clouds separated themselves for us and then gave us some really wonderful views.
All right.
We met some really nice people there at Mount Carlton, and it was a different type of star party this year, where we had a lot of indigenous activities going on right beside us all night, all weekend long. So it was kind of a a two bill event. So and I got to meet some people there, and we got to meet the new person who takes care of the campground there, and really nice because they changed hands up there. Louis finally retired, so they brought in some new folk. And Amanda was awesome. Amanda was great. Anyway, it was her first year doing that full time, and she had a lot of balls to juggle, and she did very well. So anyway, so this is the star field, the telescope field that we have, and a lot of people, as you can see, are looking north. Now I don't know if somebody's talking a story or whatnot, but it's always that's what the fields look like: red lights, and away you go. This was Chris explaining to a camper about who knows what, telling some kind of
I don't remember.
but it just gives you an idea what it's like at the telescopes when it's dark and all you have are the red lights, and it's really cool. This is Mike. He was I think it's hard to say what he was doing. He's got that smirk on his face. So
You told me to stand still.
anyway, he had his big 9 1/4 with him as he always does, and showed a lot of people a lot of stuff with that. And this is Matt. Matt was there, of course. He came up for both parties, and he was chatting away with some folks. And he brought his little, what's that? It must be a reflector. Yeah, a little reflector with him. And he had a great time. Let's see what else happened there. Oh, this is a cool picture. So this gal here, she got one of the star finders. So she's got her phone out and she's looking down, trying to find stuff. The guy that's right beside her, I'm assuming that's her guy. Anyway, he's looking up at something up in the sky, and I'm wondering if he wasn't. Remember that train of Starlinks?
Yeah, we had them. Yeah, we had them at 2 star parties.
So I'm thinking he might have been looking at them because they were a surprise to us all.
I got them on camera by accident. I was going to show that shot.
Oh yeah, perfect. And so here's Chris pointing at, I can't quite see what that is. Oh, it's in, where is that? Oh, there's
Delphinium is right next to it. There you are. Yep.
Is that Aquila?
I think it was, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so he was pointing to that, and people are always amazed to see the Darth Vader at work. And we were just looking at the sky as it was clearing. The moon was actually behind the clouds. And it's always really cool to see that. So we were just taking some shots of some various things while the clouds were clearing. Mike and I went down to the lake and we got some nice shots. As you can see, the sky, when it clears up there, it just opens up this whole amazing night sky because there's so many stars. Anyway, that's the lake that Mike and I went down on the first night because we wanted to get this. And we did. So we went down and we got the Milky Way over that beautiful lake and the mountains and the hill and the little lodge down at the corner that they just put in. But the stars, when that lake is so still, and when we got there, that Milky Way was straight up just like that. And if you look closely here, the clouds are black. And as they are, because it's so dark there, you don't get anything else but black clouds. Anyway, so that was our Milky Way shot we got, and that's kind of what happened at Mount Carlton. So I'm just going to close that off, and I'll stop sharing first. How do I do that? Stop presenting. There we go.
Here, I'll show this one. It was funny because I took a break for a quick second. I ran down to my trailer, and I was grabbing my camera. And as I stepped out, I heard somebody yell, "Hey, there's a Starlink train!" And I looked up. I picked up the camera, turned it on, and fired a shot. And there's a Starlink train right there going over the whole star party.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. I didn't think I'd get it, but it came out not too bad. And that was handheld, believe it or not.
Yeah, but it was probably the best one we've seen, eh?
Yeah. Oh, it was a crazy train. No pun intended. So anyway, here, let me close
It
that
was
out.
nicest of SpaceX to set that up for us.
Yeah. Well, it was all
Yeah.
the timing, right?
Yeah,
was-
I made a phone call to Elon. I never told
Yeah.
you guys.
We had one at Mount Carlton. We had one at Fundy as well during
Yeah.
my talk.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
I'm trying to find the spot
Well,
here.
they're becoming so common that
Mm.
you don't even have to ask for them anymore. They just show up. So
Yeah.
Hey, it was that
Very crasher.
well, when we got up there, it was nice to meet some people that watch the show. Derek King.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was there with his family. He's on tonight there. He said he was there. But yeah, it was real good to meet you, Derek. It was a good time. The star parties are like that. It was a really good time.
yeah.
See,
So
yeah.
some comments here. Like, anybody else has comments that let us know what you were doing through the summer. If you had any special event, please keep chiming in here. I'm watching comments as we go through our presentation here. So
Okay, you're going to show Fundy, are you, Mike?
Fundy here. Yeah, just there we go. Share. So yeah, there's just before the beginning at Fundy National Park, we were set up where the park doesn't talk about what's going on in the park and stuff, and then we do a talk as what's up in the night sky and what the people are going to be able to see. So there's a shot of the screen just before that started. There's part of the field, and again, I was walking up, so I was shaking a little bit. It was a handheld shot. But later on that night, like I said, the first night was crystal clear skies. Again, we had a Starlink train go through at Fundy National Park, and I got it there too. So just as it was coming up. Looking around, like I say, you can look up, you can see, Andromeda naked eye right there. That was incredible. The double cluster. You see the Pleiades starting to crack up. Fall's coming. It's that time of year.
yeah.
Looking up through the other side of the field with the Milky Way, right in the split of the V through the hills there. I mean, that was just amazing. There's a couple of shots here. I'm just going to speed up, flip through until I hit them. This one I like. That was the main shot of the whole field from being down on that lookout.
Down the platform, yeah.
Yeah, looking up across the whole field.
Mm.
Yeah.
I like that shot, but I got playing around. Let me find it. There's a special shot here. There. So I told Chris, he's. I think you were looking at Saturn or something.
Yeah.
And I said, stand still, right? And that's probably the first time I ever got a long exposure shot that's not blurry of Chris. So then I thought, well, this is pretty cool. Let's see. So I laid down in the grass and I tried to shoot up at him and get the Milky Way behind him. And I was quite pleased the way that one turned out. A little bit overexposed underneath, but there was a fair bit of light down there.
Yeah. It was.
But that turned out good. And then I did the same thing with Robert Gannett. And I like the way the shots turned out. He's looking up at the night sky, and you can see the Milky Way going above, and he's all lit up from down below. See if I can find there. I think one of the hits of Fundy National Park was our buddy Earl. We renamed him Earl.
Yeah.
The kids really liked him when they were coming through the field. There were a lot of pictures taken with him. So Earl had a good time.
Even Earl had the blue glove.
And then, of course, we got there's our crowd that was there at Fundy.
Yeah.
Good, a really good group of people. Met some new people there as well.
Yeah.
It was really nice to have new people show up and show up with their scopes and join the gang. So it was a good time. That's basically Fundy.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely was a lot of fun. It was a fun D.
Fundy.
Fundy for sure.
It's the first time I've gone down to Elm and walked into the restaurant. It was completely empty. It was like, wow,
Wasn't that odd, eh?
no crowd at all.
Yeah. We were the crowd. We came in.
Yeah, I think we were.
Dan Garrett says, I didn't see the Milky Way. What did he say? I didn't see the prancing pony on that Milky Way shot.
No, it's too
ruined
low.
me. Now I can't help looking for it.
Yeah, no, it's too low in the V. Unfortunately, we are stuck in a valley. It kind of cuts that part off, even though you're looking through the V.
Yeah, we lose a fair bit of the horizon there, but
Now you catch the other end of the Milky Way. It's not as prominent as the center, of course, but yeah, you get right on down. You can see the reflection of it in the Bay of Fundy.
Right.
Yeah.
So
He used to back me there. He says a new spot at the bottom of the hill, about 225 people at Mactaquac.
right on.
So that's good.
Oh, good.
At the bottom
Yeah.
of the hill, that's excellent. Good to know.
No main issues with lights sweeping the field or anything from cars. I hope that's excellent.
Bridget says really enjoyed Fundy's star party. Perfect skies. They were for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bridget, she got a picture of the Milky Way finally.
Yeah.
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 Yes. Yes, she was excited. She says, "I can't get this thing to get a Milky Way." So we played around with her camera, and we got her a shot of the Milky Way. So
Well, one of the things that's kind of added, I guess, to this season's parties too was the fact of, I mean, the dry conditions. Right. We haven't had any rain
Yeah.
for at all.
Yeah.
You know, for a month and a half, and you're almost guaranteed that we're going to have good skies for the events. So,
yeah,
but the grass was completely brown. You know, burnt. Really
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? We spent a lot of time setting up telescopes this year.
Yeah. We did.
I mean, a lot of scopes.
There were a lot of scopes on the field. Yeah, there were. Yeah.
Yeah.
20
There's
scopes,
people
I think.
showing
this
up
year.
with telescopes, and they weren't quite sure what to do with them, and
Yeah.
we got to spend some time and got to meet some of those folks.
Mm.
It turns out one of the folks lives right here in and around Hampton.
Mhm.
So that was kind of cool. So you get to meet people that you don't even are your neighbors, really. And
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
so
So we haven't got our dates picked for next year yet, I don't think, do we? Or
I don't know. I think Yvonne is going to be looking after that.
okay, yeah. So when we
Yeah.
get those dates, we'll be posting those dates up too when we know
And
ahead of
then-
time, so people can book their holidays. And,
When we get back from the big star parties again, we held that one in Hampton for
Yeah.
the Hampton group there. Just if you don't mind, I'll show. a
yeah,
couple
no, please go ahead.
Yeah.
This is the stargazing event. It was on the 29th from 8:30 to 11:30, and yeah, when we first got there, it was a little hazy, but it did clear, and you can see the Milky Way from the parking lot in Hampton. That's pretty clear
In
sky.
fact, Mike, if you zoom in on that Milky Way, you can see the prancing pony.
No, yeah, right here, just barely,
Yeah.
barely,
Yeah,
right
right there,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, because I know there you could see the whole teapot and everything. In fact, I see the teapot right
Yeah,
there.
the teapot's all there. Yeah, there's a flame
Yeah.
going through it.
Yep.
And then that was looking the other way down. I guess I was up by the ball field looking down in the park, and there was a car just going down the road behind. So that's why it's so bright back there. But a couple of red lights. I think we had 9 scopes on the field that night.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
I mean, between meteorites and satellites, look here. 1, 2, 3, 4 satellites in a row coming through, and then 2 airplanes.
All over the place. Yeah.
It's a busy sky. I didn't notice that until I looked at the photo.
See that one streaking down on the just above the tree?
Yeah.
That one there, yeah.
It's a meteor.
Another one underneath. I got a meteor there, but a satellite going this way.
Yeah.
Like there's just so much going on. It's unbelievable. That was again just a shot right over the Big Dipper. By the way, anybody wants to look at my Zarnell cover, there it is. There it is. 2 stars. Look. There's another shot there across the field.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're picking up, there's some clouds to a bit to the side here, but I mean that was fairly clear. Unfortunately, I think it cleared up the best about half an hour before we hear.
Really left, yeah. Yeah.
You'll notice the city glow or the town glow in Hampton.
Yeah,
So that lower portion is actually Hampton, but still just above it, you can see all kinds of stars. So it's really quite impressive.
oh, it is.
See that many stars with that glow right. You're looking right at the glow, right?
And then it was Paul with a crowd. You put borrowed by laser there was showing some people Alberio. I think you were pointing up towards that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
It
that's
was-
probably exactly where it would have been.
Moon was just setting, and again, just another quick shot. All of everybody looking up. And then there's a Chris getting lined up. That was my scope lined up on the moon. The moon was quite hazy. The cloud bank finally moved out of the way,
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
and then basically there's our field with everybody set up on it or getting set up. So, but that was a good night. It was a great time had by all for sure.
It was. We had a lot of people through. They had really interesting questions too. A lot of them. So.
Yeah, and it wasn't 30 below and windy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Last time we were, like, gee, it felt like
It was a nippy day.
So, I mean, locally, if there are groups out there, there are probably some on here that are guides, leaders, or club leaders or whatever, and or even teachers, you can reach out to me through astronomybythebay@gmail.com. And we do a fair amount of outreach through the winter too. I mean, it helps us with the winter blogs. We've got a couple set up for right now in November already, and there's one in October coming up. So if you do have a request for us to offer you some outreach, we do have a volunteer group here in St. John. It's usually about 20 members, but some can come and some can't, kind of thing, for different events. So we just they're flexible. But yeah, just reach out to me at astronomybythebay@gmail.com, and we'll do our best to try to set up something for you. So, well, I think that's it for us for the summer. But yeah, I mean, we're getting into the fall now. We're getting into the time when the night sky changes quickly. It's sunset a lot earlier now, but this is my favorite month for observing anyway, because there's less bugs. The temperatures are cooler, but they're not cold yet. Your conditions change quickly, so you can get out earlier to observe. 8:30 now when you're out observing.
Yeah.
And the skies seem to be better in September anyway. I don't know. I mean, we had a really dry summer. Normally we would have a wetter summer than what we've had. But so this is the time to get out and enjoy a lot of the events that are happening. Right, Saturn is coming up right now to opposition on the 21st of September, but it's actually a perfect viewing right now. So if you're out with a telescope, it's a good time to be viewing Saturn. And there's a lunar eclipse happening tonight, but not for us. But anyway, I think our summer went pretty good. I think we had a pretty good turnout.
The Milky Way is still up for a while, so get out and have a look at the Milky Way.
That's right. Yeah.
Actually, now it's a good time to get up and actually take shots of it, because when it gets dark, it's almost straight up. So you get some really nice shots. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, you're gonna get your camera and run out and get the Bino Bud target tonight, and it's right beside it. So.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Speaking of Bino Bud.
Speaking of Bino Bud.
Is it time?
It's time.
It's time.
I have to throw this over here and try doing this. Share screen entire. This one. Alrighty. And we got Bino Bud's binocular target of the week. And this week we are doing, I've got to squeeze my coffee in there. Gravity makes it spin, so. The bull of Poniatowski. You go, huh? Who? And possibly, not with a pair of binoculars, but with a scope, you might be able to find Bernard's star as well. I'll show you what that is. So the V-shaped set of stars pointing downwards, reminiscent of the bull's head and horns, is set in northeastern Ophiuchus. His defunct constellation, by the way, and now it's just an asterism. So Poniatowski's bull, which honors Stanislas Poniatowski, was the king of Poland from 1764 to 1795. It's also known as the Summer Hyades. But where would I find it in the sky? Well, once again, if it wasn't the Sunday Night Astronomy Show and it was clear, you go inside at 9:30, which is just about now. No, another hour from now. Orient yourself 210 degrees south-southwest. Look up, you'll see Ophiuchus. And you just come down from that top of the triangle star, I call it, and a little bit to the left, and you're going to see a big V in the sky, and that's it. A little closer look, there's that star, the triangle, come through, and you get the bull of Poniatowski right in here. Now, there's a small bull that I didn't do an asterism on right beside it if you come off the top, right in this area. And if you had a scope and you were looking for Bernard's star, which is a traveling star, it's right in this area right here in between the two. It's right in around here. You might be able to pick off Bernard's star, which would be quite a find in an 8-inch and above telescope. What does it look like? It looks like that, a V, a set of horns, or Taurus, kind of a sideways Taurus without the extended horns. 10 by 50 binoculars, look at that. It's a great in a field of view. In fact, you can see it naked eye, so in a dark sky. It's not a difficult target. It's easy to find. Ready? Compared to the full moon, got to be at least 10. So big target, easy to see, all nice bright stars. And here we go. We're back. Why did the bull go to therapy? Because he had too many beefs to settle. My farmer says I move about nothing. Utter nonsense, if you ask me. That's Bino Bud's binocular target of the week.
Oh, man.
You spent too much time with you this summer, Paul.
Uh-huh.
I think Mike has spent too much time with you this summer.
I think he did. That's
Yeah.
no bull.
Yeah, no bull.
That was burning
Okay.
grass.
Just for that, Paul. Let's go with the Rosanna's fun fact.
Let's do that. Oh, what a beefy character. Let me get
Well,
this
she's
guy.
not going to feed us a load of bull, I can tell you that.
No.
All right, let's see if we can make this work. Number one. And here.
Rosanna's Fun Fact.
Wow, welcome back, Rosanna, for another absolutely wonderful fun fact that we cannot wait to get our teeth into. In fact, I ran into Rosanna just before the week we were going to start the show, and I hadn't talked to her all summer. I said, Rosanna, are you going to do some more stuff for us this year? She said, I have so much stuff on my desk, and I can't figure out which one to give you first.
Awesome.
So that was absolutely cool to see. So thank you for that again, Rosanna.
Mm.
All right, well, let's get right into what we've got going on with Rosanna's Fun Fact this week. Okay, so welcome back, everyone, to the Sunday Night Astronomy Show. What did you do on your summer vacation? This fun fact, is number 25 of the year 2025, is more geared to what did you see on your summer vacation? The summer vacation season started off on July the 2nd. Right after amazing fireworks on July the 1st, there was a stellar bang, actually a double bang, as astronomers saw the first ever star to explode twice. Now, the image that you're looking at was taken with the ESO's Very Large Telescope Multi-Unit Spectroscopic Explorer. This instrument lets astronomers map the distribution of the chemical elements here. A calcium is sorry, I'll try that again. Here, calcium is shown as blue. The two concentric shells visible prove the original star exploded twice, and that credit was given to background stars from the Hubble and K. Noel. In a stunning first ever image, astronomers have seen a star that died by exploding twice. They point at the European Southern Observatory, ESO, Very Large Telescope. This is going back to the same. I'm kind of reading the same thing twice, so I'll just move on to the next one. So just give me a sec here. There we go. So on July the 3rd, astronaut Nicole Ayers was aboard the ISS when she captured this astonishing photo of a pink and purple light shooting up from a thunderstorm on Earth. What she captured is called a sprite, a phenomenon caused by intense electrical activity within thunderstorms. Sprites are triggered by lightning, but shoot up into the mesosphere instead of down to Earth. Now, on July the 16th, astronomers saw this. So, for the first time, international researchers pinpointed the moment when planets begin to form around a star beyond the sun. Think first glimpse of a baby universe. Using the ALMA telescope, in which the European Southern Observatory, the ESO, is a partner, and the James Webb telescope, they have observed the creation of the first specks of a planet-forming material. Hot minerals just beginning to solidify. This finding marks the first time a planetary system has been identified as such, at such an early stage in its formation, and opens up the window to our past of our very own solar system. This newborn planetary system is emerging around HOPS 315, or Proto, a baby star that sits some 1,300 light years away from us and is in an analog at the nascent sun. Very cool. Now, on July the 22nd, the first images of Comet 3I Atlas, captured by the Hubble, were released. The Hubble Space Telescope has caught its first glimpse of Comet 3I Atlas. This comet is just the third object humanity has observed entering the solar system from beyond its limits. Prior to 3.1 Atlas, the previous two interstellar invaders were 1I Onimowa, spotted in 2017, and 2I Borisov, detected in 2019. Both have now left the solar system, through other interstellar bodies, though other interstellar bodies are predicted to dwell undetected in our cosmic backyard. Now, here is Hubble's view of interstellar 31A Atlas when it was only 365 million kilometers from Earth. As Space.com reported, recent research suggests that 31 Atlas could be even more exciting than initially perceived, as its trajectory through the solar system indicates it comes from a region of the Milky Way older than our 4.6 billion year old solar system, with an estimated age of 7 billion years. That would make 31A Atlas the oldest comet we have ever seen. So jumping ahead to August the 19th rather, a new to us moon was spotted in the lineup around Uranus. So Uranus moon S2025 U1, a composite image, what you're seeing here, of Uranus, seen in the infrared by the NASA, ESA, and CSA's James Webb Telescope, showing 14 of Uranus's 29 moons, including the newly discovered S2025 U1. Expanding the family of our satellites to 29, the new moon is around 6 miles wide and follows a near circular orbit about 35,000 miles from Uranus' center. Most planetary bodies in the solar system are named after mythological figures, but Uranus moons break this pattern. These icy moons are named after figures in the plays by William Shakespeare and a poem by Alexander Pope. Any guesses as to what IAU will pick for this little moon? And almost end of vacation time for many, this was released. This NSF INYO solar telescope delivers record-breaking images of a solar flare, coronal, and coronal loops. The recording-breaking images were actually taken on August the 8th, 2024, but not released until this past month. Now, on August 8, 2024, the U.S. National Science Foundation, Daniel K. INYO, I'm going to say that because that's how it sees to me, solar telescope captured the sharpest ever images of a solar flare at the H alpha wavelength, 656.28 nanometers, revealing dark coronal loop strands in unprecedented detail. The observations made during the decay phase of an X 1.3 class flare measured loop widths averaging 48.2 kilometers, with some even half as narrow. By using the solar telescope to isolate at the H alpha wavelength emitted by the hydrogen atoms, solar physicists can identify fine structures in the lower solar atmosphere too small to observe in the past, offering a potential breakthrough in determining the fundamental scale of coronal loops and advancing solar flare modeling. By the improving researchers' ability to model solar flares, these observations will also improve forecasting for space weather events that are hazardous to satellites, power grids, and communications on Earth. So, if you didn't manage to get out any star parties, you can still sit back and enjoy amazing sights and information from far beyond your backyard, brought to you by the Sunday Night Astronomy Show. Cheers, everyone. And that's this week's
Rosetta's Fun Fact.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Rosanna. That was amazing.
Now we're all caught up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so much has gone on.
Yeah.
You know, here we are into the stars, and I don't think we saw any of that.
No.
Hey,
A little bit on 3i Atlas, keeping up on that one because all the claims about it being an alien spacecraft.
Cigar, yeah.
But that one, yeah. But the that new spacecraft there imaging the sun, that's amazing.
yeah,
What a image that is! Wow.
Details.
yeah, unbelievable.
Better than Parker for sure. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you, Rosanna.
Yes.
Always excellent to have those talks. Okay, let's carry on now to a photo shoot.
Yay.
Yay! And so I have to open up a file and then open up share thing on Google Meet, so I'm going to put everybody into a transition mode just for a second while I do that.
Okay.
Bring my file over to here. You folks out there know by now anyway what it takes me to get this show running. And I think I just got to open up a window. I do, and I think I'm ready to share. So let's get back out of the transition back to Google Meets. And I'm gonna go back in and share it first of all, don't I? Yeah. Hang on. Window. I want to share this one. There. Okay.
Ah.
Oh, that's
Go back
cool.
to Google Meets. There we are. Now we're back. And I just gotta go to full screen here.
I see 1396.
Yeah, full screen. There. That better?
Yep.
Okay.
That's good.
So I got my notes here with them. And I've got this one is by Jason Dane. Jason, he said, now this is a while back. He had said some of these images came in to me a week or two ago, but I'm putting them up because people did put them into my inbox. So Jason Dane says, just finished processing this one with my new wide field rig. Details below. This is a SHO rendition of the not is that the elephant trunk nebula?
Yes, Dale. Yeah, I see
Okay.
1396. Yeah.
Shot, I want to make sure I had the right picture. Shot with a couple color camera and two different dual narrowband filters. The hydrogen data for the image comes from the red channel of the L enhance filter. The sulfur data comes from the ASCAR Color Magic D2, and the oxygen comes from the green and blue channels from both filters. Where else am I at here? This type of image is usually created using mono cameras and filters for each emission. This is my first image using the ASCAR D2 filter. Have to say that I'm pleased with the results.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, lots of detail.
No, I ran out of ink. The problem here is that, see, some of the stuff you guys aren't aware of. So when you're producing stuff in the background and you're making notes, sometimes your printer runs out of ink. So the bottom 4 lines I don't have. But because it prints from the last page to the front, I do have the second page.
There you
Is
go.
that like a fading out song?
I have technical details. There you go. So integration time. Sorry about that, Jason. 22 hours from my Bortle 4.5 backyard near Halifax. Telescope was a William Optics Red Cat 71 WIFD. Imaging camera ZWO ASI 2400 MC Pro. Guiding with the ZWO 30mm guide scope with ZWO ASI 1200mm camera. An Optolong L enhanced filter. And an ASCAR Color Magic D2. Mount was a ZWO AM5N. Calibration flats, darks, flats. Hardware control was ASIR Pro and ZWO EAF. Processing. The selected images were pre-processed and processed using PixInsight. So awesome
Yeah.
stuff.
Can you zoom in on that at all?
I think I can. Maybe I can. Hang on. If I go. Oh, I want to go over here. Yeah, over here doing. Where am I? Over here.
I want to have a look at the darker dust.
Oh, no, I want that one. That's not going to give it to me there. How's that?
No, no, it's still same dust. If you can't, don't worry
Oh,
about it. Don't.
yeah, well, it's bigger for me here.
Yeah, that's fine. No, we don't see it. That's fine.
Okay, go back out. Go back out to full screen.
Anyway, awesome work as usual from Jason.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. We can do it this way.
There you go.
Here we go.
There. Now have a look at the darker dust all around that image. I mean, the stars and the formations are nice, and you're getting the formation of the elephant trunk from that a lot of the dust. But it's just bringing out that really dark dust is really nice, because that's where a lot of that really cool stuff is. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
beautiful.
Mm.
Great job, Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Okay, let's go from there to another one. This one's from David Samard. And he says the 3rd September was late. The clouds dissipated, but finally NGC 6888, Crescent Nebula.
Yes, sir.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
Nice shot, David.
Yeah. Right in Cygnus of Swan.
Yeah. Oh, where? Okay.
Yeah.
M74.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
see there.
Nice spiral.
The last NGC 2024.
There you go. The
Flame
flame.
Nebula. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, those were taken with a C-Star S50. So
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, David.
There we are.
All right, keep going here. We're going to go to Jennifer LG's captures here. Jennifer says, I've been working on shooting the Milky Way lately, hoping to improve on past efforts, both in my shooting and in my processing. Here are 3 of my attempts. She says, the horizontal of the Milky Way looking south, August the
That's
3rd.
gorgeous.
That's August 3rd, she says. And this one is the vertical of the Milky Way looking northeast, August
Yeah.
the 16th.
Oh, yeah, don't go too fast, Chris. Go to the top of that one. If you can zoom in and go up.
Up here.
Look, look what she's got. You can zoom right in. It breaks up too much. Yeah, right there. There's the North American Nebula, the Pelican Nebula right there.
Yes, sir.
What constellation's that in?
Just above Sagittarius, I think.
Well, when we show the summer triangle, go back up, Chris.
Look at the
We
Andromeda.
show the summer triangle.
Yeah.
That's Deneb. So that's the Alpha Star in Cygnus the Swan.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ones we point at, and then of course we show Vega and Altair.
Yeah.
But if you look at that part of the Milky Way, look at all the gorgeous nebulosity in and around just that one star. So Jennifer, I don't know if you noticed, but you got some really nice stuff on the top end of that picture.
And the detail in it. I mean,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, and then drop down, and of course there's Andromeda.
That's a wide field lens.
Yeah, it is.
She probably used a camera lens, I would assume. Anyway,
Yeah, that's Milky Way looking northeast, she says, August the 16th. And this next one is the vertical of the Milky Way looking southwest, August the 16th.
There you
So
go.
There we go.
A lot more activity there, isn't there?
Yeah, a lot more.
Or a lot more objects. There's so much going on
It's
there.
pretty full in there.
Pretty full in there, yeah.
That's the
Star
center.
clouds.
That looks like the lagoon right down there.
Yeah, that's the Sagittarius star clouds, I think, right there.
Yeah, so you go right down below that bright one. That's probably the lagoon.
Nice
I haven't
shot.
looked at that part of the sky in so long, but there's so much in there.
Some pretty
Yeah. Never gets old.
Never gets old.
great job, Jennifer. You're doing well.
Good work. Did she give you any details? What she did?
Just the dates that they were on. And I'm going to go to a few other ones that she has here as well, though she submitted more. A few DSO she said I shot this summer. M18, the Lagoon Nebula.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah, nice,
Wow.
nicely done.
Very nice.
Out to
Griffin?
20, the Trifid.
Yep, right above the lagoon.
Yeah.
Well, they're shot together a lot of the times.
Yeah,
Well, they're so close.
and then she's got the California Nebula here and GC 1499.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We
That's
got
all.
off there.
Done. And she says last
Look how big-
one's
Look how big that target is, eh?
Yeah.
yeah, crazy. And she says last one's come up. She says I tried a time lapse of the Perseid meteor shower. She said and then stacked the images to isolate the meteors. I thought
That's
I had
fair.
more meteors in my image 1, which is this one, but not certain. So I reduced the image to the second one, image 2, where I am reasonably confident that they are in fact meteors, not satellites.
Yeah.
They're so nice.
Yes, sir.
That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Look at the green tips on them, eh?
Mm.
Well done, Jennifer.
Yeah.
That's
Good
good.
work. Keep up the great work. Okay, I'm going to move from there over to Ken Muscola's capture here. This is Ken's picture? I think it is, yep. A few images from the today's sun. He said August the 31st.
What's a lot's going on, eh?
She's still active, fella.
So active. It's just so much happening.
Yeah.
They say we're past solar maximum. I know we are, but I mean, just there's still a lot happening. I think
Well,
so
we're
in the
going
next
up.
couple of years.
Real good chances for Aurora still if it stays that active.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Nice stuff. Thank you for that, Ken. Another one here too as well, yeah. Lots of
Nice detail.
detail.
Beautiful.
Well done. Okay. Let's go from there to Lisa Fanning. Hey, Lisa. Lisa says, hi, Chris. Welcome back, she says. Hope the break did you well. You did. The highlight for me, she said, this summer was getting to see NASA's launch of 3 sounding rockets from Wallops Island, Virginia,
Wow.
while standing on our front yard in New Jersey, she says. This is
That's
taken
crazy.
Wednesday, August the 27th, 2025 at 10:43 p.m. Eastern Time.
So what are we looking at there?
A
It's a rocket.
sounding rocket, and I'd have to look it up, Paul. To I know I did have it in my head, but maybe Lisa can comment here.
It looks like it's kind of going sporadic in its way. If you follow the trail. Oh yeah, that's what everybody saw there. I remember that when that.
There was a lot of talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's
Lisa's
freaking
tuning
out.
in, or one of you guys can maybe look it up for me. Sounding rocket.
I can't now. My phone's dead.
Oh.
Hold your pickle.
She says NASA's launched the 3 sounding rockets from Wallops Island, Virginia. I know I heard about them, but I'll let you look that up, Mike, while I flip to the next picture. Gonna go now over to. Oh, hang on. No, she's back to. Let's go back here. Hang on. Her notes are right here. I think Atomics Plus Turbulent Oxygen Mixing Experiment Plus mission aimed to study a cold atmospheric layer where meteors burn up and create sodium atoms using vapor tracers and a LiDAR instrument to create a 3D map of atmospheric movement and turbulence. Wow. Okay.
I was about to say
What
that.
a show, she says. Awesome. Anyway, cool. Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool.
That's cool. I'd love to get a shot like that.
Yeah.
But you see what I mean by all the trail if you follow it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking the wind.
Yeah.
Upper winds maybe could pull that off to one side.
We'll have to bring Lisa on the show and she can talk about it.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, we're coming for you.
Yeah, we are.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're going to switch over to Dan Garrett right now. This is Dan's, yeah. Dan says, hi, SNAS crew. Happy to see the gang back together again on Sunday nights, he says. Taken with my C-Star S50 280 by 10 seconds, denoised and straight from the C-Star.
There you go.
Okay.
So, yeah, wow.
Nice dust lanes. Look at that.
Yeah, lots of dust lanes there.
Wow.
1 trillion suns, eh?
Nice shot.
Great target.
He says, now this one's also with the C-Star S50, straight from the C-Star, no post-processing, just AI denoise function. A Bortle 5 from the Santa Cruz Mountains in California.
Wow.
Wow, nice.
Bortle 5 skies, wow, yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Still lots to see.
Lots to see. And then the dumbbell through the C-Star S50, 72 by 10 seconds. I've shared my images, he said, with my friends, and they're all out buying C-Stars.
There you go.
He said, I love my C-Star S50 and S30, but I still appreciate my 8-inch Schmidt. He said, much better on planets in the sun and moon.
Yeah.
Photons in the retinas too, he says. Welcome back, Chris, Paul, and Mike, and of course, Rosanna. So thank you for
thank
those,
you.
Dan. I think I'm getting close to the end.
I still say that looks like an apple core.
Oh,
You
yeah,
did.
yeah, absolutely. No doubt. Okay, and from there we're going to go to, I think this is Mark Fickens captures NGC 91,
Sombrero.
the Silver Sliver Galaxy, he says.
Oh, it's not the sombrero.
No,
Silver Sliver.
Silver.
NGC 86, okay, that's there. NGC 8635, the Bubble Nebula.
Yeah.
He's locally here in Bronte as we kick off the new school year. He said all images were taken with his C-Star S30.
Yeah, zoom in on it and you can see the
There's
bubble.
the bubble, yeah.
And then if you look up to the left, you'll see that really nice star cluster.
Yeah.
Oh, here, yeah.
Nice tight cluster.
Yeah, that's amazing. Nice, thanks, Mark.
Nice
Yeah,
shot.
nice
I'm
work.
going to go out here to today's sun as well from Mark. That's today. So still some activity.
Oh yeah.
Lots going on there.
Still lots going on, yeah, for sure. And his owl cluster. Hey, this is the Hey, there he is, ET.
Hey.
So this is the favorite at the telescope. Lovely Owl, or ET cluster, NGC 457, is almost a year-round favorite for all of us. One of those, quote, old friends in the sky. He says the cluster is big enough in goopy urban skies and a stunner in dark skies.
Yeah.
The ET pattern is upright, leaning right. The owl is upside down, leaning left. imaged locally in Bronte with the Seastar S30. And I would say that's well, it's more like ET. So
Oh yeah.
there's his eyeballs, and there's his neck, and there's his arms, and he's giving you a hug. Yeah.
Let's still say Wally.
Still say Wally. There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Robert Guedette's capture here. His image of triangular galaxy was picked up by Earth sky. So
Right
that's
on.
awesome, Robert. Congratulations, buddy.
Well done.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nicely
that was probably his best photo, I think,
Yeah.
to date from his Sea Star.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Absolutely. Lots of color in there, and
Well, it's the
that's a
color
hard one.
is very natural, and it's really well done.
It's a hard one to capture for sure. Too.
Yeah.
All right. And if you want to send us in some photos, we love to get them. We love to share them. So you can send your images in to astronomybythebay@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to put them up on our next broadcast. Yay, that's all of us. Look at
That was a hard photo to get.
that. Yeah.
It's moving so fast.
Excuse me.
And you never dropped your coffee cup.
No,
No.
no, not at all.
No. That's a sugar sticks to your hand, right?
Okay, a few things of what's up this week. If you haven't seen Neptune through optical equipment, you'll find it tomorrow night. About 1/3 of the distance between Saturn and the gibbous moon. Saturn and the moon rise together tomorrow night. Through binoculars, Neptune appears as a tiny blue or gray pale blue dot, like a faint star, but with a distinct color and no twinkle. That's all you'll know. So you can see the distance here. Now that's your view through 10 by 50 binoculars, and it can be picked up in binoculars if you know exactly what to look at. Looking for a faint blue star, a faint blue object, not a bright star. And that's looking east tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Atlantic time. From there, we do have our moon, corn moon tonight, and it's of course lunar eclipse in parts of the world tonight. But over the next few nights, we've got a low ecliptic, so that's a path that the sun and the moon planets make across the sky. We can see the sun or the moon's hanging around Aries as it rises. But so that means that we're going to have moon rises that are really about 20 minutes apart. So tonight's moonrise is at 7:51. Tomorrow night's is at 8:10, and it's still 98% illuminated tomorrow night. When we get to Wednesday or Tuesday, it's 97% and rising at 8:30, and then Wednesday it's 8:53. So we're only about 20 minutes apart each night there. So if you didn't get to see the full moon tonight, which you wouldn't because of the weather locally, try again tomorrow night, and it looks like we're going to have some clear skies over the next few days. So it'll still look pretty well the same. Here's a lunar challenge for you for tomorrow night, finding Mare Orientale. This lunar impact basin is situated on the extreme western limb of the near side of the moon, an area mostly obscured by Earth. You need a rare lunar libration event. When the moon does wobble, exposes this part of its surface to get even a partial view. So you can try for that one if you're out and about. Also Tuesday night, we have this, the Fredericton Astronomy Club. There is a club in Fredericton. It's called the William Bryden Jack Fredericton Astronomy Club. They do meet Tuesday evenings, the first Tuesday of the month, the second Tuesday of the month, at UNB Fredericton campus on 2 Bailey Drive at the Forestry and Geology Building, room 104. So if you're in the Fredericton area looking for an astronomy club, there they are. So you're welcome to join them. Also, finally, the Kuujjuaq Fall Star Fest. So our last Star Fest for the season, or last star party for the season, comes this weekend from September 12th and 13th. Come join the members of RASC for annual Fall Star Fest, and there'll be several telescopes set up. There's information here about visitors, and then the schedule of events is all listed here as well. But you can find more information at rascnb.ca, and then look for star parties. Find out all the information there about that last star party. And I think that's, we got a couple more. So Lisa's Lookup, Astronomy with Lisa, we had on here earlier with her pictures. Lisa does this great website, Lisa's Lookup, Astronomy and More, Facebook page, sorry. And she puts out this great chart. This is one for September now, the events for the month of September, the dates of those events, the peak times, when the best time is to view them, and the seeing tools what you require. Naked eye, binoculars, or a telescope. So you can find Lisa at Ruby Moonbeams on Instagram, Mastodon, Facebook, Threads, and now on Blue Sky. Thank you, Lisa. And our final image here, our calendar for the St. John Astronomy Club and RASC NBCA. Kurt Nason puts this together for us. This is their September-October calendar, a 6-week calendar. You can find this at sjastronomy.ca. Just go there, look for the calendar, download it right from there. It'll tell you all the important celestial events and other things that are happening right till the middle of October. So that is that. Stop sharing.
There you go.
I'm gonna click out of this, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves for a second while I transition screen. Not yet. No, almost. Just need another second here. Of course, see, I can't open two of these files at the same time. It's a problem. I have to go back and open one up. And I know it doesn't matter to you guys.
You're gonna take.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's it for our show tonight. We want a special thanks out to Rosanna for her fun fact again. Rosanna, thank you very much. As well, now, if you have any photos to send them in to astronomybythebay@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to put them up on the next broadcast. Also, we're talking about our future shows, and we want to get back to a teaching kind of a format on the program. So we are going to get into more topics like how to clean your eyepieces. Mike? How to clean your eyepieces, how to build a battery box, how to shoot the Milky Way, that kind of stuff. So we want your topics. We want to know what you want us to review or talk about when we're on the program. So if you have any suggestions, send them into the same address, astronomybythebay@gmail.com, and we'll get together and we'll put something together. So then until next week, guys, we'd like to say, keep, what are you going to say? See, I haven't got my notes in front of me. So
Keep your eyes.
I'm kind of winging it now.
Open your
Keep
eyes.
your eyes to view the skies. Keep your scopes pointed up.
Put it up.
And we hope to see
Pointed
you
up.
again next week. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Nanu, nanu.